Hey Virgo, I lost my voice. Welcome to Swedish Dharma Tarot. My name's Christina. I'm a Swedish Australian living in southern Sweden and working as a psychic and medium and artist. And this will be the 7th reading that I do for you guys. Dear Virgos, the world's a better place when you're in it, I must admit. Cancer as I am very fond of Virgos. My mom's one. So, you've heard it all before. If it doesn't resonate, check your other planets. You can check your moon, your Venus, your Mars, and of course your rising or ascendant sign. You can also check other readers if it doesn't resonate. But I'm hoping you will hang around long enough to see if it doesn't resonate with you, but maybe with somebody you know, and then if you would be kind enough to share the video with them, I would be very glad. 3 cards fell out. I'm in great need of your support, so please like and subscribe. 5 cards? What am I going to do? And share. Enough of that. I'm shuffling the cards, and I've thought the whole time, but I will say it aloud. Please, Spirit, what does Virgo need to know? What would you like to tell Virgo? I don't know what to make of this, but I feel like I have to leave them out. But I'm gonna get myself into a lot of trouble. I have 2 communication cards here that communication's not being made. I also have a marriage, or at least a very stable relationship, and I have the Magician. Now that's often the symbol for Virgo, but it's also the symbol of an energy worker. So somebody who can create ambience and a lot of healing and a lot of goodwill and good vibes around them. But somebody in this relationship is not faring well. The Star, which is the card of Aquarius, but it also tells me that somebody is not really being allowed to be themselves in this relationship, or this relationship is not made up of 2 halves, it's made up of 1 person and the other one has to adjust. And the 4 of Cups is my card for dependency and codependency. And maybe Virgo, you're in that kind of a relationship. Yes, I'm sorry. We'll see what happens, and then I hope I won't forget to relate to those cards, because I think I have a few times, but I don't know. Yeah, don't forget, Christina. Right. So the tarot cards I work with are called the Goddess Tarot, and they are made by Chris Walter, an American artist, and they're just wonderful. They have the whole major arcana is made up of different goddesses from different cultures and different time periods all over the world. So they suit me perfectly because I'm a bit of a vagabond. Vagabond, not vagabond, vagabond. All right. So, what can we make out of this now then? We have a husband. I don't know whether Virgo will... Oh, yeah. Is she that young? We have a young Virgo woman, so she's 26 or less, but it might also be one of the children in the family. So I need to place a few cards out here along the way. Yes, here we are. Dear Virgo, and you came up on top of your soul. So there's no doubt about it. You are a magician. You are an energy worker and you're a healer of highest rank. Really. And possibly you've just miscarried, I'm afraid. Yeah. Why do they need to mention that? Possibly because it's going to be easier for you to identify yourself. Yes. I'm sorry, but I have to say what comes up. For whatever reason, I have to say what comes up. I can't play God and what do you call it? Edit things. That which is here, that I understand, I have to say it. So that's what I see. And I think you do know about it because I see a lot of sorrow. The Five of Cups next to contemplation, Major Arcana card number 9. I'm not sure what it is in the classic one, but this is a goddess, a Chinese goddess who was sent to the moon to contemplate with only the company of a rabbit. So this is meditation, this is intuition, and it's also the card of the mother. And yeah, this will pass though. Strange things. I see the husband here. He's a man in swords, so a king of swords, so he should be a Libra, Aquarian, or a Gemini, or else he's just a very cold man. We'll look a bit closer at him, but first of all, I'd like to look here because there are things coming up about work, and even the karma in the relationship or the situation is coming up here. Yes, I think the husband is actually an earth sign, so he's probably a Virgo too, possibly a Taurus or a Capricorn, but he has a lot of air in him, so he can be quite cold, and I think possibly quite abusive, unfortunately. That's not to say that Librans, Aquarians and Geminis are abusive, not at all. It's just the personality type that Spirit wants me to explain to you. And he has an addiction problem, and I don't know if he's addicted to drugs or alcohol or work. Possibly he's a workaholic, but he's quite abusive in his personality, and this is why, dear Virgo mum and wife, because you have 2 children. This card, the princess in Pentacles, isn't a young woman. It's one of the children. And there is no space for you in this relationship. How is that possible? Well, it's possible if you're very codependent. So I think if I was advise you to do anything, please look closer at the dynamics between the dependent and the codependent person, and what is it that happens here. Because often it's the codependent person is often an enabler, and they also, you in this case, completely flattened. There is no space then for the codependent person in the marriage or relationship. And it's very sad to see, because you're a healer and you're a wonderful person, but you can't heal your husband. You can absolutely encourage him, and you can support him in his sobriety if he should decide that that's what he wants to be, but you can't heal him. All you can do is look after yourself and your daughter, and possibly any other child in here. That's all you can really do. And yeah, it hurts me to see, because you deserve a good husband, and your child deserves a good father. I'm sorry for you. That's what the tarot cards had to say. We'll take a look at the guidance, Goddess Oracle guidance card, or yeah, something like that. They look like this, Doreen Virtue. I'm a bit taken aback, I must say. These cards were a gift from my soul sister, Julia in Australia. So they're wonderful. I love to use them when I'm working and have her energies along with me. So Spirit, what does our Virgo friend need to hear from you, please? There we go. White Tara, sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Well, that was right on the button, wasn't it? White Tara is a Buddha. And she's the Buddha that comes to us to help us in the transition between life and death. Now, you're not about to die. She's a healer. I think you should look at Tara as well. The Buddha Tara, who is she? What does she do? You might know already. If you don't, I think you can trust in the fact that you're very strongly aligned with her, that you have her by your side in the color that you need. The Yogic Path is written by Sahara Rose, and the artwork is done by Danielle Knoll. And they have lots of interesting things in here, like Dharma, but it's never come up in a reading yet. It's very frustrating. I'd like everyone to get Dharma. Nobody has. But there's deities, and there are things from Ayurveda and spirituality. And yeah, all sorts of interesting things. Spirit, come on, can you help me out? What does our Virgo friend need to hear from you? This one's stuck out a little bit. Kapha. That's one of the doshas in Ayurveda. We'll see if we can find some relevance to your situation. Although I think a lot of Virgos are Kapha, actually. A lot of Virgos are round over the bottom and the thighs. And they're strongly connected to the earth, of course, which Kapha is. We'll see what they say. If it doesn't resonate, we'll take another one. The earthy dosha, grounding, nurturing, and heavy. Just a little. You're grounded into Earth's energy and carry its subtle calmness, which makes others naturally gravitate toward you. You bring peace, understanding, and comfort to your community and are the shoulder anyone can lean on. You embody Earth's wisdom and are anchored to her vast life force. You may have created a life or are envisioning one that will bring you great contentment and stability, a true home surrounded by people you love. You do not need to search for more. The deepest peace you will find is where you are. Just remember never to become too attached to anything, as all is temporary. It's also important to acknowledge that a home isn't built by one partner, it's not built by one parent, and it's not built by the children. It's built by the mother and the father, both partners, sharing and caring and building up their family together. And I feel you are so stuck, and it's hurtful to see. I hope you find the courage to do something about your situation, because you deserve a man who loves you and honors you, not treads on you. All the best of luck, dear Virgo. Thanks for being you.